Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about Dart programming. If you are new, don't worry, we'll go step by step, starting with your very first program. Let's have fun. Let's start with a fun program called Hello World. This is the first thing many people write when they learn a new language. It helps us see how that works. So let's boot up our VS Code, new Dart project. I think this is the program we created in our previous video where we were learning on how to create that project in VS Code. So this is the beginning. So let's write our very first program. Let's first make it a full screen and increase the text, the font. Okay, I think it's okay like this. The bin is what we are going to use. Let's clear everything here and start again. I always keep it like this. So write our very first program, void main. Void main print, yeah, print hello world. We don't need this. Print hello world. Good. Print hello world. So this code is simple. The main part is where our program starts. The word print tells the computer to show some text. When we run this code, it will say hello world on the screen. So let's see the outcome. Command J to bring the terminal up. And okay, here is our terminal. So there are other ways we can run this program. You see the debug button here, start debugging, and also there is still another run here we can still use to see our outcome. But this the terminal is what we want to use today. So let's write by that bin, that bin. So we'll write that and the name of our project, the name of the project, and the project is in the bin directory. The project is in the bin directory. So what we'll do is bin slash new that project, new that project dot that. Look at it very well. The name ends with dot that. So we say new project dot that and enter. You see the outcome hello world. We didn't save this code. Why are we still seeing 42? We're supposed to see only hello world, no 42. Okay, got it. Hello world 40. Okay, we'll remove the 42. Let's try add another print into it, and I will say welcome to that programming. Welcome to that pro, yeah, and always close it with a semicolon. Welcome to that programming. And let's run the code once again and see. um, Look, we added another line, print line Now when we run it, it will first say hello world and then welcome to that programming. It reads one line after the other. So that read it vertically. It reads from top to the bottom. So if, for example, if I move this print line to the top, and run this program again, you see it starts printing from the welcome to that programming. That's how it is. So now let's learn about variables and data types. Variables are like boxes where we can keep information. That has different types of boxes for different kinds of information. So let's say variables. Call it variables, right? Variables. So variables are what we want to look at. Let me first close this one. Okay, for that, let's start the variable class with a new file or folder. So create inside the bin directory. We use this plus sign icon and to create a new file. I will call it that's okay, variable dot that's. We call it variable dot that's. Variable dot that's. Enter. So let's start. As usual, we'll start our code with the void main. Void main. Okay, so let's go. Set int equals to 25. Int, sorry, int age equals to 25. Double height, yeah, equals to, let's say, 1.5. String name John is alive, true. Okay, now you see int, let me write a comment at the front so you know the work of int. A box, for whole number, a box for whole number. Good. uh, a box for whole number, a box for a string or words, box for string or words or texts, and a box for true or false. So it's clear. Int age equals to 25. It holds what's a whole number. A whole number. Then double height equals to 1.75. So it holds a decimal number, right? Age, ints are numbers without a decimal point. Without a decimal point. For example, if we do something like 25.5, you see it's error, and the error message says a value of type double can be assigned to a variable of type int, because this box holds hints. It cannot hold double. We've already declared it to our container. Let's say the int is our container. So the type of container here is it can only hold numbers without a decimal point. So if you try to add a number with a decimal point to the hint container, the container will reject it. It won't accept it, because we've already declared that this container is what can only hold numbers without a decimal point. Clear? So this one, the same thing. It holds numbers with a decimal point, but double can also hold numbers without a decimal point, but it mostly knows it as what, a, an int. right? And I mean a double. So let's go. John, like this is also another one. We've already declared that this container can hold words or text. So if we try to do something like give this container a number, it will also reject it. No, it's like no, you've already declared me as a string container that can only hold string. So why are you giving me number? Please try change it towards a name or a text or anything. So if you hover around it, it will tell you that a value of type int can't assign to a variable of type string. Try changing the variable, try changing the type of the variable or casting the right hand word to a string. So to cast the right hand to a string, we'll simply keep it as what? A John. And what do we say about string? A string are those texts that are enclosed with either a single or a double quotation. So something like this is still a string, right? Double or single quotation, it works. So if we print this our code, the outcome we expect is name John, age 25, height will be height, is alive, is what? True. That's what we expect to see. So let's run clear this terminal. So this time around, the previous one we run it with what that project, bin new that project dot that, but we've created a new variable folder or new that file. That's where we are writing this our code. So this time we are going to run it with that name. So it's going to be yeah, bin variable dot that. So if you run the code, something is wrong. Save this code and try again. That being variable dot that. Okay, we got it. The outcome is name John, age 25, height 1.7, it's alive, true. Let's try some other example. So there are other data types that are flexible, unlike int double string that only holds data type that must be their data type. For example, uh, let's create a new one and we call it example example 2. Call it example 2 uh, plus I'll call it example 2 dot that example 2 dot that. As usual, let's start with a void class, void main function, and we'll say var city uh, equals to who's I'll say Asaba. Red city equals to Asaba, and we'll say dynamic country equals to Nigeria, and we print city plus country. Let's also print them separately, because so print city and we print country. So let's save this our code, clear this terminal, and run. So write that bin slash example Okay, example 2 dots that, and we press enter. You see, well, the first one we printed city and country. So you see Asaba, Nigeria. The second one you see Asaba and Nigeria. You'll be wondering why we said this is a string, this is a string, so why are we using var instead of string, or why are we using dynamic instead of a string? The thing is, the var data types figure out what type of information it holds. It figures out what type of information it holds. Since we put a word in it, it knows it's a string. So the same thing here, if we try and remove this thing and make it an integer 90, it automatically know that this is what an integer. It knows any type of data type we give it to hold. So let's save this code and try print. You Okay, sorry, this is the error we are getting. So we're not supposed to concatenate a string and what's the error? String not a subtype of num. So let's clear our terminal, clear the terminal, just clear, not clear the terminal, and run again. Example 2, you see var holds 90 and Nigeria. The city is now 90 and the country is Nigeria. It can be double 1.8 or 90.8. Save the code and run again, and you see it's 90 point. So the var box figures out what type of information it holds. So if you give it number, it know that this is an integer. If you give it a double, it knows that this is a double. If you give it a string, it automatically know that this is a string. Now let's talk about the dynamic. The dynamic box is a special. It is special because it can change what type of information it holds anytime. It's The var and the dynamics are almost the same, but they have little differences. You get to that, we'll explain all those on in later videos. So for example, the same thing as var, let's make it 1.9, 6 points or 60.6, 60.6, and we save it. You notice it changing. These boxes are dynamic containers or dynamic boxes that we can add anything we want into that, and that box will hold it. They accept all types of data types. All types of data types. So we can do more things here, but that is that for data type. So learn these few data types. If you don't understand anything, drop your question in, um, in the comment section. I will attend to you. So that is that for data type. Thank you and see you in the next video.